Hey there, are you or maybe someone you know feeling the pinch at the grocery checkout right now? Look, with food prices constantly jumping all over the place, just achieving basic food security can feel like a totally moving target. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to navigate the Colorado SNAP application process from start to finish. I absolutely love taking these big, complex, bureaucratic systems and breaking them down into super clear, actionable steps. By the time we're done here, you'll be fully equipped to access benefits you might not even know you're entitled to. Seriously, if you're finding it difficult to keep up with the rising cost of putting food on the table, I want you to know you're absolutely not alone. And the best part? There's a state-backed solution designed specifically to help you out. It breaks my heart, but far too many Coloradans actually qualify for this assistance and just never apply. Why? Usually because they think the process is way too daunting, or they just mistakenly assume they make too much money. Well, we're going to clear all of that up for you right now. So, here's our game plan for today. We'll cover what SNAP benefits actually are, who qualifies here in Colorado, how to prep your documents, navigating the peak application, what to expect after you hit submit, and finally, how to maximize those approved benefits. All right, Section 1. What are SNAP benefits? The mechanics of this program are actually incredibly simple. SNAP stands for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It's federally funded, sure, but it's managed right here in our state by the Colorado Department of Human Services. Now, forget what you might have seen in the past. Once you're approved, you do not get a bulky stack of paper vouchers. Instead, you receive an electronic benefit transfer, or EBT card. Honestly, it acts exactly like a regular debit card. You can swipe it at most grocery stores, local farmers markets, and even authorized online retailers like Amazon and Walmart. It completely takes the stress and, frankly, the stigma right out of the checkout line. To really put the tangible value of this program into perspective, just look at this number, almost $1,000. Specifically, a family of 4 can receive a maximum monthly benefit of $994. Your actual benefit amount is calculated by taking your net monthly income, multiplying it by 30%, and then subtracting that from the maximum limit. It is a massive supplement that can literally change your household's entire monthly budget. Moving right along to Section 2, who qualifies in Colorado? Get this, Colorado has actually expanded its eligibility rules way beyond the standard federal baselines using something called broad-based categorical eligibility. What that means for you is that for the 2025 to 2026 period, most households can qualify if their gross income, meaning the money you make before taxes are taken out, is at or below 200% of the federal poverty level. To give you an idea, for a single person, that maximum gross monthly limit is $2,610. Got a household of 4, that number jumps up to $5,360. So look, even if you're working a full-time job, if your wages fall under these thresholds, you absolutely need to be paying attention. The rules also flex a bit based on your unique situation. For instance, if you fall into the category of able-bodied adults without dependents, they call them ABWADs, which is basically adults aged 18 to 64 without kids, standard limits apply, and you might have to navigate some specific work requirements to keep the benefits active. But on the flip side, if you're a senior, age 60 or older, or if you're living with a disability, there's a huge perk. The state lets you deduct excess medical expenses over $35 a month. We're talking Medicare premiums, prescriptions, even your transportation costs to get to the doctor. Deducting all of that lowers your official net income, which can make it so much easier to qualify or even bump up your monthly benefit amount. Okay, Section 3, preparing your required documents. Before we even touch a computer, here is your ultimate checklist. Basically, you're going to need to prove the who, what, and where. You'll need proof of identity, like a driver's license. You'll need proof of income, so grab 30 days of consecutive pay stubs. Or if you're a gig worker or self-employed, get your bookkeeping records together. Then prove your residency with a lease, mortgage statement, or a recent utility bill. Oh, and definitely track down proof of any major deductible expenses, like out-of-pocket childcare, legally obligated child support, and those medical expenses we just talked about if you qualify. A pro tip here, just snap photos of all these documents on your phone right now. It's going to save you a massive headache later. Section 4, navigating the peak application. We are all about efficiency here, right? Now, you can totally apply by mailing in a giant paper application or by driving down to your county human services office in person. But honestly, the absolute fastest, easiest way to get this moving is online at colorado.gov/peak or by downloading the My CO Benefits mobile app. So let's walk through it. Step 1, you're going to create a Peak account using your email or mobile number. Don't skip this because having an account lets you save your progress and track your status so you're never left in the dark. Step 2, just answer the prompts about your household, income, and expenses. Step 3, remember those documents you took pictures of? You literally just upload those photos straight into the portal. And step 4, sign electronically and hit submit. Now here is a fantastic insider trick. If you are in a massive rush, you can establish what's called a protective filing date by submitting just your name, your address, and your signature. That locks in your spot in line, and you can come back and finish the rest of the paperwork later. But listen, you really need to watch out for a few common potholes. You might be surprised to hear that one of the top reasons people get denied isn't because they make too much money, it's simply because they missed their required caseworker phone interview. Yeah, it happens all the time. Other silly mistakes include forgetting to upload all your verification documents, failing to update your phone number or address if you move, or mixing up your gross income with your net income on the forms. Just pay a little extra attention to the details here and you'll be golden. All right, Section 5, what to expect after applying. Once you hit that submit button, a very specific timeline kicks off, and knowing it is going to give you so much peace of mind. Standard processing usually takes up to 30 days. Day 1 is when you submit. That locks in your benefit start date. Sometime between days 14 and 30, you're going to have that super important interview with a caseworker to review everything. Then, by day 30, you should have your final decision and your shiny new EBT card in the mail. Now, a huge caveat. If your rent and utilities are actually higher than your current income and savings combined, you might qualify for emergency expedited processing. If that's the case, you could literally see benefits loaded onto a card in just 7 days. And hey, if you get stuck anywhere along the way, maybe a form is confusing or the website is glitching out, do not panic. Free, confidential help is just a phone call away. You can call the Hunger Free Colorado hotline or literally just pick up your phone and dial 211. They have amazing, trained navigators standing by, and their entire job is just to help you cross that finish line. Finally, Section 6, maximizing your approved benefits. Okay, so the EBT card arrives in the mail. Now it's time to stretch those dollars. You've got to check out a brilliant state program called Double Up Food Bucks. When you shop at participating Colorado farmers markets and certain local stores, they will actually match your SNAP dollars 2 for 1 on fresh fruits and vegetables. You spend $10 on apples, boom, you get $10 free for more produce. It's literally free food. Also, here is a super surprising fact. You can use your SNAP card to buy seeds and plants that produce food, so you can start your own little veggie garden at home and keep the food coming. Just remember, there are some hard rules on what you can and can't buy. SNAP is strictly meant for groceries you prepare at home. So fruits, veggies, meat, dairy, cereals, you're good to go. But whatever you do, avoid trying to buy hot deli meals, those roasted chickens sitting under the heat lamps, vitamins, medicine, or paper goods. If you try to sneak those through checkout, the EBT system is just going to automatically reject them right at the register. A really quick disclaimer before we wrap this all up. Government regulations, utility allowances, and those income limits we talked about, they actually update pretty regularly, usually every October. Because things shift, you should absolutely always consult the official Colorado Department of Human Services website, or just log into that Peak portal, to verify the most current limits and rules for your specific family size. Wow, we have covered a ton of ground today, haven't we? From figuring out your exact income limits to totally mastering the Peak online portal. Please, don't let the bureaucracy or a little bit of paperwork intimidate you out of getting the help you need. You now have a super clear, structured roadmap to secure your food assistance. The system is funded, it is waiting, and it's there to be used by you. So the only question left is, are you ready to take that first step and claim the benefits you absolutely deserve today? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy navigating.